there guys, welcome back to Your Brothers. My name's Robert.
I'm Damon.
Thank you so much for joining us today. So this is an amazing feat for us because you actually have another airplane.
I actually bought a plane.
This is actually an airplane. This is not some quad-like plane. Ow. Some quad-like plane. This is actually an airplane. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this?
This is the Timber X from E-Flite.
Sweet.
Hot off the presses about 2 months ago.
Okay.
It's a fully 3D plane. I'm by all means not a 3D pilot.
No, yeah, we're both pretty novice to that, but we've been kind of wanting to push a little bit to learning that. So
this will be my pretty much first one in the 3D world. So I'm super excited.
And if I remember correctly, what I'm seeing here, this airplane actually does have what's called flaperons, where they mix with the ailerons to actually create larger throws, right? Yeah,
so basically half the wing is an aileron.
So basically, if you'd like to, you can actually fly this just around as a normal plane, or if you want to do some 3D stuff, you can do both.
Yep, you can turn off the flaps, or turn on the flaps and everything, and fly like a normal, S-TOL plane.
Okay.
Or you can just do some mixing in your radio.
Yeah.
And get the flaperons going.
And we did actually do, the last timber we did was back in the end of 2017.
Yeah, the UMX timber.
That thing was awesome.
Yeah, that thing was amazing.
So I'm actually really excited to see how this does, because we don't see a lot of these hybrids when it comes to 3D and a high wing plane.
Yeah.
So this is going to be different.
So now they have 4 versions of the timber.
Really? That's crazy. It's obviously a very good airplane. That's
it's very popular.
That's why they're doing it. So
I mainly bought this plane, one, because it's E-Flite, and I love E-Flite.
I love E-Flite.
And the big tires they have on this thing.
Dude, that thing will land in grass, snow, whatever you want.
Easy.
If I remember, this thing can fly on 3 and 4 cell, right?
Yep. I only got 3 cell today.
Actually, we have a 4.
Do we have? Oh yeah.
We do have a 4. We got 3 and 4, so let's try both.
We'll try that out.
Yeah.
This actually has hinged landing gear.
Yeah.
So it actually has springs on it, so it'll do that.
That's holy crap! Show the camera that.
Yeah.
Show the movement on that. That is insane.
Do that. It's got a lot of flex on it.
That's crazy.
Which actually I like more than the solid landing gear.
Yeah. The big issue with a lot of these airplanes that we've had in the past is, especially with high wing airplanes. This landing gear here, if it's actually fixed, what will happen is not the landing gear itself. They make really strong landing gear, but it's actually the mount that holds the landing gear on will actually crack and break. And it's one of the hardest things to try to replace, and they don't actually make that as a replacement part.
Basically, need the whole new fuselage.
Correct. And so I really do like that. I think that's a great idea. They need to do that with more airplanes.
I'm super excited. So we should do this. I'm gonna start with the 3 cell, and then we'll go into the 4 cell.
Yeah. And we're gonna get both our opinions. We'll see how it flies. Yep, so let's do it, guys.
All right, about to take off here. We got some nice, lovely lights on here, so you can actually tell in what way it's facing in the dusk we got going on. So let's try it out. I'm going to try it with the normal ailerons, not flaperons right now. So we'll see how it does. Get a little bit of flaps. Let's do it.
That thing flies so slow.
No problem at all. Put the flaps up. We have so much throw.
I bet it looks like it. And that's without the flaperons on, right?
Yep, this is normal. Do a little bit of pattern flying right now.
Okay. You should do some low passes by us.
Yeah, I will.
Once you get comfortable, yeah.
This thing is so floaty.
That's a nice thing, though. And if I'm not mistaken, this does have safe mode built in too, right?
It does, yeah. But I do not have that set up.
Well, there's no point for us.
I am a pro.
Careful. We're gonna get a lot of hate mail. Any bad tendencies at all so far?
Nothing yet. Just trying to get used to it. Might need a little
it definitely has some lift to it. It's probably like flying a biplane, kind of.
Yeah, about half throttle on the 3 cell.
It's crazy. I bet this thing would just be a performer with that 4.
Oh, definitely.
I bet that thing has such a powerful motor in it.
It's huge.
Oops. That thing just looks so nice, dude.
And the lights really help, actually.
Yeah, they really do, because we're kind of in a very low light situation right now.
Yeah.
And we're also dealing with smoke from Alberta, so it's kind of moving over here to Washington.
We need a little bit of down elevator.
Freaking Canada. And their freaking fires. Stop having so many trees.
They're so polite, but they send all their junk this way.
I know.
I'm going to get hate mail saying do a low pass?
Stop having so many trees. That thing just looks so nice, dude.
Going up.
Okay. Dude, that thing just looks amazing.
Flies so nice.
It looks like it's gentle, but then it also has a lot of throw.
Yeah.
I love the lights on the front. It just reminds me of the UMX one. I think what would be really cool is we should bring that UMX one out here again and do a comparison sometime.
That would be sweet.
Fly them together.
That one was was actually for your dad, right?
Yeah, correct, yeah. He has only flown that twice since we got it, but he actually really enjoyed it, so.
Awesome.
Doesn't quite have as much time to do it as we do, but I think he did really enjoy that.
I'm going to turn around and then I'll try out the flapper on, see how they handle.
Okay. I bet that thing's going to have so much throw.
Oh, definitely. All right. Get up a little higher.
Okay.
Come on.
Jeez. I wonder if this thing could do a flat spin pretty well, too.
I honestly don't know how to do a flat spin with a single engine.
Yeah, no, we need to learn that. Holy crap. That's already a huge difference. Does it feel like it's kind of like on the edge of a tip stall sometimes from what I'm watching?
No.
Like it seems a little jumpy at times when you're doing like the rudder turns.
It kind of does. Like when I turn, it does like do that a little
Do
bit.
that little dip to it.
But it's nothing severe.
I think the reason for that is I think the wings are a little bit smaller for doing this kind of stuff.
They are smaller, especially than the original timber.
Yeah, I thought so, because I was going to say, I think these are a little bit, what do they call it, cropped wings, right?
Yep. They actually have the same motor and speed control and everything.
Just different size wings and
from
surfaces.
the
So,
original
dude,
timber.
that is definitely a 3D plane now.
I think it's sweet, yeah. Try inverted out.
Yeah, do it.
So
We also need to try the stall out, too.
Yeah, yep.
Especially with having those cropped wings. Dude, that looks amazing.
That's cool.
That looks really cool. That looked like it was pretty effortless.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I'll go up and try the stall out. Shouldn't have anything. It's definitely not an infinite climb with the 3-cell on it.
No. But we're going to try the 4-out. We're going to remedy that myth there.
Hold back.
That's not too bad.
It tip stalls a little bit.
Yeah. I don't think it's quite as forgiving as the UMX one was.
No.
But the UMX one did do that slight left down roll,
Yeah.
so that's pretty, I think, common for these.
So let's turn off the flapper-ons.
Okay.
And then we'll try full flaps down to see how slow this thing can go.
Okay.
For those people that don't want flapper-ons on.
Okay.
All the way down. There you go.
Jeez, dude.
Just using a little bit of rudder to turn. Over that fence. Only about 20% throttle.
That is crazy.
It can land like that.
Yeah, you could easily.
Actually, let's just touch and go.
Oh.
I'm just gonna land it actually.
Okay. Those wheels though, man.
Yeah, that was awesome. So that was the 3-cell. Let's actually get the 4 in there and see how it does.
Yeah, for real.
Let's do it. All right, we got the 4-cell in there. It should be a night and day difference on power. So let's check it out.
I definitely want to try to get some flight time in that too. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Probably already feels crazy difference. Good lord.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
That's definitely a difference.
It definitely has zipping it up now.
I'd say she's happiest at a 4-cell.
Oh yeah, look at that. This thing really comes alive with the 4-cell.
Is it
Wow.
like total night and day difference?
It is a night and day difference. Turn on those flapper runs.
Jeez! Like I said, like from what I'm watching, it looks like it's got that little bit of a dip to it.
Yeah.
Kind of a tip stall a little bit when you do the really hard turns.
Tip stall and low speed.
Okay. You should go full speed and then give it a hard turn and see what it does, like a really hard pull. I kind of want to see if it does the tip. Oh.
Like that?
Yeah.
Kind of does.
Actually do a, go full speed then do like a roll left turn and pull. I kind of want to see what she does. That was a roll right, but okay. Okay, doesn't do that then.
Okay. It's just in low speed it does it.
Okay.
Let's do some Robert tricks.
Okay. Do it. Jeez, dude. That is like amazing.
Look at that. You getting it pretty well?
Really well, dude.
Nice.
Just a couple times the camera will kind of have a hard time with the lighting, but not too bad.
I'm loving this thing.
Are you happy you got it?
Oh yeah.
That rolls, man, is
That rolls
just
insane.
crazy. It just has so much more authority. That 4-cell just sounds right in that thing. Just the way it sounds too.
Yep.
Just sounds like it was meant for it. Jeez, dude. That is insane.
Ready?
Oh.
It's really jumpy.
That was kind of like with the jet. It rolled so much faster than I thought it would when I was trying to do the inverted.
Yeah.
Plus we're in really low light, so it's like, okay, where am I?
Exactly.
Yeah, that jet was a little hard.
Do a low flyby.
Okay. That thing just looks so cool, dude.
Straight up.
Just infinite climb, huh?
Yep.
Jeez.
Love that sound it makes.
It's just so mean sounding. I think you're definitely gonna get some of those 4 cells for it now.
Definitely.
Yeah, that throw with those is just insane.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of like the first hybrid with something like that we've ever reviewed, right?
Yep. We've never had flap rounds on before.
No. I'm on camera, there you go.
I honestly have never even heard of them till this plane.
No, yeah, exactly.
I'm sure they've been around for a
It
while.
was actually kind of like that little plane we did a little bit ago with the canalizer. That was different. Might need to do that one more time. Okay. Camera blurred out right there.
No problem.
Wham tree. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Dude.
I'm loving it.
I'd say you're a little cocky with this.
Yeah, so I got about 20% expo on the ailerons.
Okay.
So they wouldn't be super jumpy on the
I think from what you were telling me, these are a little hard to mix for, right? The flaperons?
They were a challenge. I mean, I watched a video on it, and the instructions...
Aren't that descriptive?
They were, but I kind of got confused because they had a Y splitter for the flaps.
Okay.
And I tried to mix it with that in there, and it doesn't work.
Oh, so you have to do it without the Y?
You have to take that off and make the flaps channel 5 and 6.
Okay. Because otherwise it does not work?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. You're already at almost 4.5 minutes.
Should probably land it soon.
Okay.
I'm pretty hard on it right now. A little bit.
Yeah, don't ruin my battery, man.
If anyone's curious, we are using a 2200 4-cell Venom battery. I believe it's 30C.
I think it's actually 40.
Is it 40?
I think it's 40.
We will check.
Yeah, we'll definitely check on that.
All right, coming in for a landing.
All right, man. We're in pretty low light right now, too.
Yeah. And
Those lights are helping so much.
Those lights really pop.
I think you could probably fly this almost at night, can you? That was like effortless.
There we go. Taxi it, no problem.
I bet you're a little nervous of that fence there.
Nope.
No? Okay. Alrighty, guys. So that looked like it flew very well. From what I was watching, because like I said, I flew it a little bit. I think the plane does do a little bit of a tip stall, just because of how much shorter the wing is.
Yeah.
It does do a little bit of a tip stall, but it's nothing too bad. I would not suggest this probably for someone's first 4-channel, would you?
Definitely not. Definitely.
It's got a little bit. It's got some squirrely tendencies.
I mean, it does have safe mode on here on the bind and fly version.
Yeah.
So maybe, but
yeah.
I don't think so.
If it's your first one, I'd definitely suggest safe.
Yeah. Yep.
But like I said, this thing had a little bit of a dip to it, especially when you did rudder turns, flat turns, what they would call it.
Yeah.
Flat turns, it kind of did a little bit of a jump. And I noticed with some really hard turns, it kind of feel like a Warbird does, where it does that little bit of a wing twitch. So, some other things that you really enjoyed about it or didn't like about it, what was it?
Not too much I don't like about it. The only thing is these 2 screws holding on the main wing here. They're nylon.
Oh.
They're just plastic.
Why would they go nylon screws?
I'm not sure. So I'm definitely going to be ordering more of those. Because I probably will strip them out eventually.
One thing that has surprised me the last couple of years, one of the last planes I had from Horizon Hobby and like E-Flite and of that such was the Pawnee Brave.
Yep.
And they use nylon screws in that too, and I was really surprised because for a company as well renowned as Horizon Hobby and E-Flite are, it's really surprising to see them have such amazing airplanes, but then they have some very cheap materials.
Yeah, yeah.
Which can kind of be a little bit of a, how do I say that, counterproductive situation. So I think this airplane, though, the way I flew it on the 3-cell, but you did the 4. I think the 4 is where it's really happy.
Yeah, 4 is definitely where you should go if you want to do any 3.
I think 3-cell is I mean, it was powerful enough, but it was a little underpowered. I think the 4-cell really demonstrates what it can do.
3-cell is definitely good for some pattern flying and some light tricks.
But you probably would, but the motor does not have the power to get you out of something really bad with a 3, right?
Right, yeah.
You definitely want the 4 to get yourself out of some of those situations if you get too low or too cocky.
Yeah.
So what would you say for a score? Do you think a 9 out of 10 sounds very fair?
Definitely 9 out of 10, yeah.
9 out of 10?
Absolutely love the thing. The only thing I just didn't like was, like I said, was the screws.
Yeah.
But everything else is fine.
I gotta say, I love the lights. I love how the flaps already built in. I think what you said though too was programming the flap runs to work the way they're supposed to is a little more complicated than it should be.
The manual did it okay.
Yeah.
Just I probably didn't see to take out that one wire from flaps.
Because I think what you were saying was that the splitting wire.
The Y lead, yeah.
Yeah, the Y lead was actually what was one of the big problems with setting it up, right?
Yeah, it was like I would turn right, this would go up, and that would go down every time I switched.
That's not good. That would have been horrible.
No.
That would have caused a wreck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think a 9 out of 10 is very fair. Very solid airplane. It's definitely for somebody that's done at least a little bit of 4-channel planes.
Definitely.
I think if you've flown 4-channel planes for a while, this would be great for you, especially if you want to start getting into 3D. The only thing about this is this won't be a true 3D plane. It's very close, but high wings aren't quite that great at it, I guess is what you could say. I think
I've seen people do really good stuff with this.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen the product video and it's fully capable.
Okay, because I know most high wing airplanes just don't have some of the authority like a low wing monoplane does.
Yeah,
so
it's fully
we're
capable.
gonna find out. We're gonna keep trying this out.
Definitely, lots of practice to come.
Oh yeah, and I think that wraps this up.
Definitely.
Alrighty guys, well hey, my name's Robert.
I'm Damon.
Thank you so much for watching. If you guys actually really like what you see, please consider subscribing and also tap that bell so you don't miss our latest videos. And you guys have a great night.
You too.
See you next time.
Bye. It's either grassland or have big wheels.
Yep, exactly. I'm loving this, man. This thing is just a ton of fun. So let me get some low passes here. I'll go a little slower though.
Sure.
Just see how she does. I was flying around after a while. She does pretty good there. So. Don't want to go too low just because this doesn't have a quick reaction time. So, but she does really good at this speed here. Does she look pretty scale?
Oh yeah.
It just looks awesome. It seriously looks great.